best bits right there.
Uvula warm-up. Been there, done that.
Chewbacca?
I wish I could do a Chewbacca. As soon as you say it, I got worse. I can do the girl one. So what are we doing here? We're doing 2-hour Barry Harwood and then this and then SmackDown Raw. Should take us to 9:47.
I mean, it doesn't matter what we're doing. By 8 o'clock, this laptop is closing on you. I'm going to go watch me some Blue Jays.
I'm sorry, what's going on? What's up? What's going on?
I'm going to go watch me some Blue Jays.
I thought they were like, didn't they go to the south or whatever? They go south for the winter?
Yeah, New York.
You're going to watch Blue Jays in October? What kind of psychopath are you, Ed Gein? Means you're a serial killer.
Yeah, no, I got the latest Netflix documentary pop culture reference. Thank you.
This is docu-series. Did you watch it?
Docu-series. No.
It's about murdering.
I assume so.
I haven't seen it. No spoilers.
So. I gotta watch the Charlie Sheen one. I want to watch the Charlie Sheen one.
Well, that's real. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interview with him. The Ed Gein one has actors.
Yeah. Charlie Hunnam.
You'd like the Charlie is Hum, wouldn't you? Or Hum is Charlie.
I mean, I could do worse. I think I've done worse. So. You've known 90% of my exes. I've done worse.
So many comments. Uvula! Can you hear me in the mic? Is it good?
I mean, yeah. Once this left ear stops bleeding, I'll be good.
Oh, what's wrong? You got the new COVID?
I got the Nick screams in my ear all the time.
That's a weird acronym.
Yeah, super long.
Welcome to KayFabe Wrestling Talk. I almost forgot what podcast we were doing.
You got too many.
Wait, let's start it. Wait. Welcome. That's the cadence. Welcome to KayFabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. My name is Handsome Nick Hanlon. Boo 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 boo. Is that Mathew? Hi. It's Mathew. It's Brian.
Handsome Nick, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm good. How are you? I've been working on my active listening today.
Yes. I've noticed.
I'm proud.
Still a couple needs a little work, but we're real proud of you.
Sorry, what's that? Missed it. What were you saying? I missed it.
So close.
I missed it. Like and subscribe. KayFabe Wrestling Talk. This is where you come to hear how wrestling should be talked about. Handsome Nick, Barney Byrne. Let's get into October 3rd and 6th, Raw and SmackDown. Let's figure out the hits. Let's figure out the misses. Let's talk about even a little bit of the in-betweens. What's up here, buddy? What's up? We doing Pop of the Week?
So nicely done. So nicely done. Yeah, let's get right into it. Let's talk about who was the loudest for who. I think this is like week 3 in a row.
Was the loudest for who?
Because I had to rewatch a couple of the segments. Slightly distracted, rough week. But it's so very. When I do that, it becomes so very obvious that right now, the loudest this crowd gets is either when they're booing Paul Heyman or when Roman Reigns shows up. So for me, Pop of the Week is going to go to Roman Reigns again. I think it's the 3rd week in a row I've given that to him. They are still so loud for him. You look at the other main eventers. You look at, even with Cody, he gets a lot of love. CM Punk is generally, insane. But, Jey Uso and LA Knight, these guys are coming out, and they're loud, but there is an aura surrounding Roman Reigns that just puts him into another level. So, it was a long answer for Roman Reigns.
I'm sorry, I missed all that. What's going on?
That's okay. You don't need to
I have two, because you're wrong on this one, I think, in my opinion. Remember the after LA Knight did his little speech, and he said the first one? That was the loudest that I've ever heard. Yeah! That place was yaying. But that one
love LA
was
Knight.
loud as hell.
They do.
I got Roman Reigns as an afterthought. But then the RKO chant while Paul Heyman was speaking, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to give it to that one. It was either that or the for me. Roman was loud, but it seemed like it was less loud. Wasn't it less loud? Was it, maybe I didn't have my volume on? Was it less loud or louder? Was it the same loudness?
Loud.
When it comes to the scientifical gigawatts?
Yeah, the decibels. The gigawatt decibels.
Oh, sorry, what's that again? So I'm giving it to the RKO chant during Paul Heyman. They got to put a strap on him one day, huh? Poor old RKO just looking at the belt for the last 2 years. Yeah. Poor thick bastard.
I say he gets one before he leaves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll beat, what's his name there? Cena. But, no Cena this week. Oh, what a refreshing week.
And he's only got like 3 appearances left.
Oh,
it's going to be just 3 matches coming up.
Oh my God, thank God. I'm so sick of him. Like for my whole life, except unless I'm watching Peacemaker. All right. Papa Week. All right.
Amazing show, by the way.
Yeah, it's totally awesome. All right, so we're on the promo of the week.
Let's talk promo of the week. What do you got for us?
I don't have anything on SmackDown. SmackDown seen not many promos.
So I noticed that there were 2 really long talking segments on Raw and like none on SmackDown.
There's some good segments on Raw too.
So yeah, I agree with that first statement. But what are you liking on Raw?
I mean, it'd have to be like the CM Punk LA Knight, Jey Uso thingy. Right away, CM Punk's like, I started the year beating Seth, I'm going to end the year beating Seth.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And then LA Knight comes down with his weird pointy face and does the thing, which made everybody excited. Jey Uso with his belly top just skipping down. Everybody was yeeting. Everybody's yeeting. So it was pretty good. That was a good one. There was a lot of talking on Raw for sure. But I enjoy. I mean, if it's good, I like it.
Notice when Jay came down, he did not eat at all.
No, he was healed.
He was yeetless. Completely yeetless. I did like that. I did like that promo, or that segment, whatever you want to call it. We're going to call it a promo.
Well, there's so many actual backstage segments this week. We can actually choose from some fucking segments.
I know, it's nice. I did again with when it comes to the crowd noise, and you think it's loud until someone comes out and it's really loud. The same with talking on that microphone, man. You don't realize how good Punk is until you've seen a couple of weeks of other people talking, and then Punk comes out. He is such a natural on that mic. He came out and was just shooting the shit with the crowd. Like, he was having fun. He just commands that mic.
He's definitely comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just so noticeable when, he's talking to Jay, who is probably not as comfortable on the mic. LA Knight is, but probably not as skilled at improv or...
no, for sure not.
I noticed Knight kind of stumbles over his words sometimes. Punk just lets it fly, man. It's very cool.
Yeah, he'd be a good politician one day, just because he can talk.
Oh, for sure. I did like the Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman that opened up Raw.
That was pretty good.
There's some good mind games and stuff like that. You know, Roman, getting yelled at, and Paul Heyman saying, "Oh, in your football career, you've never been stretchered out, or you've never been stretchered out." Anytime in your career, and your dad has never been stretchered out, or your uncle's never been stretchered out, blah blah blah, right?
Which I doubt that's true.
Yeah, right. So Roman's like, well, my dad would say, fight them now. And I liked that Heyman was like bringing Bronson Reed back. He's like, no, don't do it on his terms, do it on your terms. And Roman grabs the mic. He's like, I bet he was telling you right now not to do it on your terms, not to do it on my terms. I like how well they know each other. And of course Roman, basically saying, hey, they came in hot, now they're leaving like a bitch, caused Bronson Reed to come back at it. So
walking like tough guys leave like bitches. That was good.
Yeah. So I did like
was good.
Both of those.
What I mentioned, but all right.
Well, both of those are off of Raw. So either way, Raw gets the point. But a couple of long talking segments on Raw. Both of them were actually very, very good. They could have gone way longer.
I thought they were both great.
They were very good.
So we're on match of the week here, or move of the week. I mean,
we're on move of the week. Yeah, we got a couple to choose from.
There was a lot of good matches this week.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna go? I went last time.
So for me, the move of the week is, I have a couple of runner-ups, a couple of honorable mentions.
I had to leave some out.
Yeah, there was a ton. I have two that I've left out for later bits. So, it was a nice springboard moonsault by Sammy, to Sammy from Aleister Black. Possibly his best match since coming back. The Soul Snatcher will continue to be one of my favorite moves until I get bored of it, or until she's
by Ruka.
SmackDown. That's Soul Ruka. Holy crap! I love that.
It's like a
love it.
moonsault stunner, but it's like a reverse flip, kind of.
Yeah. It's like an inverted flipping stunner. It's nuts. I really liked Javon Evans. Man, this guy's insane. His vertical is nuts. He did a off the ropes. It was almost like a brandy flip or a handspring, but without his hands. Kick. It's insane. But the best one is his top rope suicide dive. He cleared that top rope like I've never seen anyone clear a top rope.
It's almost swan dive. Not a swan tom, but it's like a swan dive, like an actual swan dive.
Yeah. Beautiful form. Just insane. So I'm giving it to Javon Evans on SmackDown this week. What do you got?
I mean, I got lots. I don't even know who I'm picking yet, but there was. It's hard to call a move sometimes. Like, there was a series, and we're not going to add another goddamn category. We got enough categories, okay, Matt? So sometimes a series of moves, okay? Maybe just, figure it out, okay?
I'll give it to you.
Javon Evans, when Berto was standing looking however, he hooked Berto's head, he was on the second rope, and he, grabbed him and, hooked his head so he was stuck, bent over. Super kicks, Angel in the face, super kicks Berto in the face while his head was still between his legs. Suicide dived out of the ring and hit the cameraman.
Yeah, what a great camera angle. There we go.
Cinematography.
Tired. That camera angle was outstanding. You just saw him come right. I thought he was going to kill the cameraman. That was awesome. Yeah, I agree with that.
But then we could even look at the simplicity of the leg sweep that Aleister Black does. Just that fast leg sweep. It's a beautiful thing. And this is just SmackDown. German suplex into a bridge by Black. That was nuts. Tessa Moku driver, Sami Zayn. He was on his knees and jumped up and got Black while he was running at him. That was, and I got Soul Snatcher too. But then Raw, we got the spinning powerbomb to Dom, drop kick to JD's head while he was in the corner by Dragon. That was nuts. That's almost an ouchie. Pop rocks by Valkyria. But I'm going real simple this week because it's a beautiful, beautiful move. I love Dom's spinning back elbow, where he's just off the rope, he jumps up and he back elbows him. He does it all the time. They never sell it. It reminds me of Tito Santana. I love it.
I mean,
yeah, kiss my ass. I'll pick what I want. It's just perfect. He does it all the time.
I understand why you think I'm wrong all the time with picks like that. That's all right. That's all right.
It's a beautiful pick.
You mentioned Ouchie.
You know, not everybody's got to be like, dun, 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 dun. Sometimes it's just something a little snappy, a little simple. Okay? Dun, 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 dun. I know how you English people like your pop and circumstance and shit. But sometimes
we
got to keep it simple.
Cantina music from Star Wars?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that what you're
saying?
Exactly. We don't all have to be the Cantina music
from
Star Wars. I'm going to write that. That's going on a t-shirt. That's going on a shirt. That was beautiful. Well, you just mentioned that one of those moves could be an Ouchie. Let's talk about Ouchie of the week.
Did you see the moonsault by Bailey off the second, or the moonsault by Valkyria 2 off the second rope in that match after Bailey interfered? I forgot to mention that as a little shout out.
Yeah. She's done it a couple of times. That's
beautiful
really
off
nice.
the second rope. Beautiful move. There's just so many to choose from, Mathew. Okay, sometimes
there were.
You got to go with your heart. And Dom, he's in my heart.
He's in your heart?
All right, what was up next?
So we're going to talk about the Ouchie. I had two, but I moved one of them to a different category. So I'm only going to talk about one on this one. And that would be the T-bone suplexes from Becky to Maxine Dupree on the barrier on the outside on Raw. She landed so heavy multiple times. There's no way any of that felt good at all.
You think she was trying to show her a little bit what it's like?
I mean, I don't know. I got a couple of comments about Maxine Dupree.
Oh, I got a couple of comments too, but we'll get there.
Okay. We'll wait. When you're ready, you let me know, and we'll talk Maxine.
Would you like to make your comments now?
I mean, I could, unless you've got them under like a fail or something like that, and we'll wait. Yeah, for me, it's definitely the T-bone suplexes from Becky to Maxine against the barrier. She landed so hard, man. That looked so painful. That's what I got. What do you have for us?
I really like Valkyria's spinning leg lariat. Mm-hmm. That was a nice little I went ouch. The insane elbow by Kyrie into Io's feet, where she reversed it. Missile dropkick by Io to the face. Penta's chest slap. Woo! That was a hard one, man. Alba Fire. I think we need Alba Fire out of the suit, first of all. She's too good to be whatever's going on right now. She's better.
Very good.
She's just as good as Chelsea Green. I like Chelsea Green. Great ass on her. Great wrestler. Get Alba in some. Get her. Anyway, Priest had a pretty ouchy razor's edge to the table to Black, in his interference, because he's a low life street thug. That's what they do. Man, Braun Breaker putting 23 miles an hour on his little panty uniform is so stupid. I hate it. But him running 23 miles an hour and clotheslining somebody, ouchie. So I'm giving it to him.
Yeah.
Hitting Cody Rhodes with that clothesline. Cody Rhodes was inside out after that.
Braun Breaker on SmackDown. Clotheslining Cody Rhodes. Definitely an ouchie.
That was an ouchie. I looked at it and I went, ouchie.
Let's talk about let's talk about some segments. Like you said, there's a ton of backstage stuff that.
There was a ton on Raw. I mean, there was like
so many.
What do we like? SmackDown had like maybe the Street Profits with the Wyatts.
I had I'm gonna pick one. I have one from each show that I had to nail it down to because there was so many. So I'm gonna give an honorable mention because I've been crapping on it for the last 3 weeks.
I'm not giving it to that, by the way.
No. Okay, no, that's fine. I'll go first in this when you go out. You
go first. I'm just saying. I just mentioned it. It's not official yet.
No.
Take it easy. I'm writing it down. Don't write it down yet. English standoff.
just filled me full of rage there for a second.
Just don't put it down on the board.
So I've been dumping on the Kabuki Warriors the last couple of weeks.
They had a good segment this week. Yeah,
their acting was just so, like I said last couple of weeks, like straight out of a 1980s anime. It's ridiculous. But they actually had a really good one with Asuka booking Kairi in a match versus Io. And when Kairi said she didn't want to, Asuka's slaps were good. And I'm not sure it was a good segment as it was more just better than anything they've done so far.
Yeah, I have that written down as just a mention.
But one that got me excited and happy because I'm just a huge fan was Fatu's taped promo. Okay. All right, so we had him show up a little bit. Yeah, that's a dog.
His lips. Sorry, look how much he's listening.
I know. I really appreciate it. He listens to me more than you do.
You're doing good.
And I appreciate you, Brucey. I appreciate you so much. Fatu's tape promo. I know he came out the week before to talk to Drew. But man, I watched that and he gets me all fired up, right? Don't be sleeping on him. Don't be sleeping on Mr. All Grass, No Breaks.
All grass?
Right? He's all gas, no breaks.
Did I say grass? You fucked it up.
He smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, I think you're allowed to now.
Can't stop. I'm going to give it to Fatu again. 20 more backstage segments we're going to talk about. So, what do you got, Mr. Handsome Nicholas? I know.
What are you talking about right now? What is even happening? It was good.
I mean, I can talk about Becky, right? Becky going off, doing the same thing she did like 2 weeks ago, where she just rants for 5 minutes at Seth. That was absolutely brilliant, right? There's a ton of stuff we could go with. But again, I'm a huge Fatu fan. I've been waiting for him to come back and talk some shit and beat some ass. So
the Seth and Cody segment that was pre-taped was better than that. I don't even know if this is one segment, because then it rolls into the Becky thing and then the Paul Heyman thing. Is that 2 segments? You know what I'm talking about, right? Cody and Seth, they're doing a back and forth thing. Right. Seth was outstanding in that. And he was speaking pure truth. I loved it. But then the Paul Heyman and Seth discussion, I don't know how anything beats that.
The one on Raw?
Yeah, where he's like, I mean,
what
him saying I have to rethink why I chose you over Roman Reigns is how it ended up. He's like, you want me to talk straight to you? You lose the locker room, you lose the bronze, you lose this, you lose that, and he calls him back over. He's like, what happens? And he told him that, and I was
like, if you lose, I have to ask myself why I picked you over Roman Reigns. That cuts deep.
Yeah. Deep. So that was the most. That's almost surprise of the week too. Like that promo was awesome. Yeah. You never even heard him really talk like that to Roman.
No,
never heard him talk like that to Roman.
He was always more afraid of Roman.
Which for me right now, Seth losing is more interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but Seth losing because the Vision thing. I don't know. I like the Seth Becky stuff. I like the tag team with Heyman. I don't know if I like them all together personally.
It seems lost.
It's forced, unless I'm not seeing it.
Missing. No, I mean I'm not either. If that's the case, then I'm not either. Because we've had factions that gel, and you're like, oh, this is dominant. Oh, this is going to be awesome, right? And while I had high hopes for the Wyatt Six, and it's gone down the shitter. That faction makes more sense. The Bloodline was so damn good, and it's almost like trying to recreate that kind of feel, but it's the wrong people or the wrong chemistry. I don't know. It doesn't feel right.
Braun shouldn't be with anybody, for one thing.
Braun Breaker? Yeah.
Breaker. I mean,
yeah.
I being a Heyman guy is fine, but having a partner, I don't know. But
I think Bronson Reed benefits most from Heyman, right?
For sure.
And
he's like the next Brock.
Yeah, I've seen Braun Breaker in interviews and some behind the scenes stuff. That guy's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, he is pretty funny.
He's a fun guy. He's a fun person.
He was tag team with what's his name on NXT? He was good. the Wolf Pack guy. He was
Baron Corbin.
They were great as a tag team in NXT. They were really funny. What were we even talking about?
This seems out of place for Braun.
So yeah, mine's anyway. Mine's the Seth Heyman discussion. I'll just give it that because that was the most biting.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the holy shit moment of the week.
I mean, is there? You go ahead.
I feel there's only one.
Is it the women's match?
Yeah, I thought we had a murder live on TV.
I thought she was going to be dead after that power bomb. Alabama Slam.
That Alabama Slam on the outside to the edge of the apron to Io.
Yeah, it like hit her right here, and it was just that's all it hit. I don't know if that was on purpose.
Disgusting. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, I know Io has no problems risking it, right?
And she was back in there like 2 seconds later, flipping around.
Oh yeah, no,
she was totally fine.
It did not seem like it affected her, but holy shit, like that was insane. Like I remember a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about a moment like this, and you're like, that actually literally made me jump up and say, "Holy shit!" That was this week for me. Like, that
was a rewind,
and I yelled it loudly.
Like
my kid's like, "What?
She's dead." They killed her, just like Mick Foley. They killed Io Sky's mother's daughter, or whatever, Miss Io's daughter. That was. I mean, I had like Braun Breaker when he throws Cody Rhodes over his head. At one point, he just threw him. That was kind of holy shitty. Yeah, but that's the one. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, that's insane. You can't argue that.
What else is there even to talk about? I mean, that was like, is her career over?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of careers over, let's talk about fail of the week and how we feel about.
Well, this is where we can talk about Maxine.
The people I usually set up for this weren't on SmackDown this week. So
yeah, it's usually
pick a new one.
Cargill and Stroll. Stratton was on something.
Tiffany was. That was almost a fail. They brought it home.
The contract signing was a waste of time.
Yeah, it was useless. I'm like, if something doesn't happen here, this is completely pointless. And
like, I don't know if it was cringe or if it was just like
James. Yeah, it was just bad.
Why?
Yeah, pointless.
Like if there was a category like why that would be like it was. I don't even understand. I think I have that as extra comments. I'm like, well, this was a waste of time. I could just fast forwarded this. Yeah. Tiffy Stratton looked pretty good. She had to do makeup. I liked it. We could talk about the Maxine thing in a minute because I think it's cringe she even got the match. There's so many more talented people than her, and she's attractive, but that's like the old school thinking. I know she's getting better, but she's not.
I mean, first of all,
good.
Not my type. I don't like that. She doesn't.
But she's attractive though. She's not ugly. She's attractive. I mean, not my thing either. I'm just saying she's skinny. She's got boobs. She's got a nice ass on her. She's hot. She's the kind of hot that Vince McMahon would have other women rip a dress off of. So that's why it's weird that she had the match. But then there was like this referee fast count, which I'm not sure if it's cringe or interesting. Because I'm not sure what that's going to lead to if this referee maybe wants to get into wrestling. Because it feels like she's screwed over Becky a couple times in Becky's mind. And I think there might be something that's coming out of that. Right? Because why else would she be doing that fast count? I know Becky got in her face, so like that's the reason. But what's going to happen with it? I think something's going to happen with that referee, so I'm not going to give her cringe because I want to see what happens. And I'm not going to give Maxine cringe because Booker T's announcing was the most cringe thing I've ever heard in my life. He should never announce anything. Why is he on the main thing? He should be signing autographs somewhere. He's the worst announcer. Really? I hate it. And then you go to Wade Barrett or like Corey Gray, like the difference is shot. Like you just don't know what he says. It's not even that I don't even know what it is. It's inaudible. Like you don't.
Again, when you hear somebody who's good at something or see somebody who's good at something, versus somebody who's not. The person who's not, it just stands out so much more. And yes, Booker T stands out far more than Wade Barrett and Corey Graves, because both of those guys are phenomenal at what they do.
It made me crazy listening to him. But I'm sure Maxine's maybe your cringe, the referee, something like that, or do you have something else?
No, I do have something else, and you're not going to be happy with me. But let me take a point off of SmackDown for you for that for Booker T. Thanks for ruining Nick's SmackDown score, Book. I will say, Maxine, right? So the exact note I took, I said, wow, Maxine Dupree is getting far better in the ring than I've seen her before. Ah, crap. As I typed that, Maxine punched the air 3 times. And
she did kind of like a thing like AJ did too, where she was hitting her at one point that was really bad. None of her moves had felt like impactful. So
my daughter brings up TikTok and says, "Oh my God, Maxine has a match tonight. Look at this!" And she's posted a bunch of stuff on TikTok of her training in the dungeon with Natty, and she's fighting. She's wrestling a couple of dudes in the ring as a workout, and she was super aggressive. I'm like, oh my God, is this the same person? And then the first 60 to 90 seconds of that match, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no, she's actually getting better. And then, like I said, just
she's not there.
So even Barrett's like, oh, she's so much better. And now I'm really mad because I want to take away what I just wrote about how it's the best I've seen her. But it's like, okay, A for effort. But the way she does moves just doesn't look like she's doing anything. No, she's missing, exactly. She's punching the air. Her ankle lock, she's just holding the ankle. She's not even twisting it or doing anything with it. She's just holding it. It just looks so weak, and it was disappointing. So we're going to talk about Maxine, that's it. But my fail, and you're going to hate me, so much hate, is that Solo Sikoa MFT vignette on SmackDown. Why are they trying to convince me that Solo is any kind of threat when they have shown me the complete opposite in the last few months when it comes to Solo? To the point where he's not been on TV for over a month, right? He's doing these.
The last 3 weeks have been these promos
where he's just adding one more person to the,
And it's weird because we already know who's in the group.
Yeah.
It feels like they're doing it. Well, yeah, so that might be it. But It feels like they're introducing them to us. Like they've been around for like a year. You're right. You're right. I hate to say it.
So we have the original tag team was what? Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. And one of them's missing still. So is that going to be the fourth guy he brings out? Because he's talking about he just needs one more and his family tree is complete. Right? So... But like they're doing the same thing with the big Talatonga.
When he said "I love you, Solo,"
I love you, Solo. I'm like, weird. Oh man, yeah. It just seems rehashed, and it's like too little, too late. I felt that was a massive fail this week.
Yeah, it's been a fail for the last 3 weeks. To be honest, it's almost so bad I don't pay attention to it. That's why I probably have to
Can he redeem it? Who knows? I would hope so, but I don't know. So let's talk about the story of the week.
I don't really even have anything for like.
So for me, it's Jey Uso and his slow turn into a massive jerk. And Roman seems to be egging him on.
Yeah, the Uso Roman's
encouraging it. Right, I am ready.
It's between that and the Seth Cody story. Like, what else is going on?
I think he's the better wrestler. I think he's the better talker.
Well, maybe they're seeing that because it looks like they're turning him into the face, if you will.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Then he's helping him out. So, but it's his brother, so he's got to help him. When he super kicked, who did he super kick? CM Punk. He's definitely divided right now. And then Roman's little words to Jimmy in the middle, like, why can't he take advice from me and all this stuff? Yeah. Is that SmackDown?
No,
it's Raw.
It's Raw. And originally I thought maybe we'd get some Bloodline stuff going again, but this does not feel like a Bloodline reformation here. This seems like, Jay's going to go off on his own, or he's going to go off with Roman, and Jimmy's going to be the only good guy around. So, I don't know. Either way, I'm interested. I'm definitely interested, more so than Sikoa's family, than that bloodline.
The family tree.
The family tree. MFT. It sounds like NFTs, and those are stupid. So, therefore, MFT is also stupid.
Yeah, I'm the same. I mean, it's either that or Seth or Cody. I mean, but the Seth and Cody thing is like...
That's going to be such a great match. I cannot wait for that match.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
They never disappoint. Every single match they've had, they never disappoint. It's going to be great. It has to be.
All right, well, I'm the same. Raw gets a couple points. Yeah, it's going to be a great match. You waking up at 8 for that one?
No. No. Well, my daughter seems to think we are, but we'll see.
Quote of the week.
Oh, let's talk quotes. Let's talk some quotes.
There's definitely a few.
Yeah, definitely. So we already talked about one, and that was Paul Heyman. If you lose, I have to ask myself why I picked you over Roman Reigns.
I don't even have any from SmackDown. All the best quotes were from Raw, in my opinion.
Me too. It was very quick. It was throwaway. But LA Knight saying, "I'm going to off your on switch" was... I love that quote. That's a great line. But my favorite line was between LA Knight and CM Punk, where LA Knight's like, "You know whose shoulder Seth Rollins has never, ever, not ever, not once ever pinned?" And Punk's like, "I imagine it's the same guy that's never, ever, not ever been champion."
Even LA liked that when he smiled.
Yeah, he did. So I'm absolutely giving it to them.
I mean, I got a couple, but mine's a shorty. But when you talked about earlier when Roman's, they walked in like tough guys. They're walking in like a couple of bitches. I mean, Paul Heyman, I don't know who's been wise-manning you, but you just ruined the whole shtick. Let me show you how it's done. And he, does this thing. But I really like when CM Punk goes, "I like Jey Uso, but I don't like Little Roman." So, same segment.
Yeah. The LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jay in the ring had some of the best lines back and forth that whole time. And I think, I say Jey Uso. It's really LA Knight and CM Punk. Man, I would love to see a feud with those guys and have them just sit on the mic for a month and go at each other.
Oh, it'd be great.
That would be entertaining as hell.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be some Rock Jericho stuff.
Mm-hmm. So we got a couple more here. Just a couple more. So we're on to the biggest surprise. Did you feel like you were surprised this week, Nick?
My only one was Heyman's bluntness with Seth. I don't have anything else. It was even hard to pick one, but then that was a bit surprising. I never heard him talk to any of the guys he's with like that.
Yeah. So I did not have anything. So I'm not even going to mark down a point, but I'll give Raw a point for you on that one. Because, it wasn't anything that jumped out at me at all. So what about our standout? Who we watching?
Well, I got two. One, Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
She was put on a hell of a match, but the other one I got is the ref that did the fast count. I'm not saying she's a standout, but she's definitely somebody to watch. I think there's something going on with her. But I'm going to give it to Sol Ruka.
Something's going to happen.
Because I think Sol Ruka will be women's champ for sure. Like, she's unbelievable. The other girl's good, Zara. Yeah. It's a little 80s spray paint the side of a van look to her, But I don't know what's going on with whatever gimmick she has. They're interesting together, though. Standout Sol Ruka. She's smooth. Yeah. She's smooth as ice. Do you got any?
I was just saying that Sol Ruka and Zarya are my picks for standouts. Sol Ruka is definitely a future champion, like you said. And it's unbelievable. There are so many women in NXT and who have just come up to SmackDown and even Raw that have that potential. Like, there's so many good women wrestlers right now. It's crazy.
That's why it's so crazy. Maxine Dupree's getting a match against Becky Lynch, for crying out loud. That's the insane thing. It's old school. She's hot thinking. Like, I don't know why they're pushing her. Like, who's? I'm not gonna ask it. Okay, we don't need another lawsuit. Wrestler of the week.
Let's talk wrestler of the week. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead. I've got one pick and one pick only, and that is L.A. Knight. Yeah. That's my boy, L.A. Knight. He had a great week. Had a couple of great talking segments. Had a good match. Won his match. I'm absolutely going with L.A. Knight. That man needs some love. He has been consistently a fan favorite for the last 3 years, even through losing matches, not getting opportunities, being on the sidelines in favor of Punk and Seth and Jay and all these people, and yet the crowd still love him. That man deserves a nod, and I'm giving it to him this week for Wrestler of the Week.
Where's my Wrestler of the Week?
You can just say LA Knight. It's fine.
Well, I have him as a mention, but I didn't think his match was that great, to be completely honest. I thought Io Sky was all over the place this week, and Penta carried that 6-man tag team match easily.
Good call. Yeah,
and, by the way, I really enjoyed that 6-man tag match. I'll talk about it in a minute, but I'm gonna give that match with Zayn's the best match. I mean, I'm kind of giving away my match of the week, maybe. Well, maybe not, but that was
the Kairi Sane.
As a single competitor, he just makes everybody look better. Same as Becky. That's kind of why that match was half decent, right? And you got Aleister Black, who's amazing.
Sammy, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, Aleister Black. I mean, that match was nuts. It's definitely listed as one of my matches of the week. I'm not sure if we're going to give it to it, but yeah, I'm going to have to say Sammy because just like LA Knight, he's just been so goddamn consistent. And every single match he's had with his title has been an A+. And he's not talking.
Sammy was going to be my wrestler of the week, but I gave it to him last week, so.
He's not talking.
And you
very important point.
Yeah. That's fair.
Shut up.
That's fair.
Shut your mouth, you sacrimonious son of a bitch. Do your little flippy flips. Shut up.
Flippy flips and we'll be fine. All right, so then...
Shut your whore mouth.
Let's talk about that match of the week. And I assume I know where you're going with this, so I'll tell you that I thought the Javon Evans Dragon Lee versus Las Garza was a lot of fun to watch. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can say it was the best match, but it was a lot of fun to watch.
There's a lot of good matches this week.
There were. The Io Sky Kairi Sane was outstanding.
Yeah.
I thought that was an excellent match, and I'm really upset because I'm just reading off of my sheet, and I feel kind of dirty agreeing with you. I believe this is where you're going, but I am going with match of the week: Aleister Black, Sami Zayn. Aleister's best match since being back. What a friggin' match! It was so good, and I was super disappointed too because Carmelo came out and then gets taken out by Miz. Carmelo and Miz broke up. That's a shame. But yes,
Carmelo's looking pretty pumped right now too. Huh?
Carmelo comes out, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. And I even wrote, I'm loving this U.S. Open challenge with Sammy. I'm like, oh man, they're robbing us of a good match. And then Aleister shows up and they crush it.
Yeah, that was
and exceed expectations. Because I'm a huge Aleister Black fan, but I've been disappointed by his matches with Return. I just don't think he has it with Priest. That match with Sammy was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard. The Kairi Io Sky match was good. That Alabama Slam, missile drop kick by Io, that insane elbow that got reversed. I mean, there was some good, insane stuff in there.
Yeah.
And then that 6-man tag with Judgment Day versus who was it? Penta, Dragon Lee, and
AJ Styles.
The drop kick to JD's head in the corner looked like he died. Again, I love the Dirty Dom, like, does these little flippy things once in a while, but most of the time he's just punching, so the crowd doesn't cheer for him. He's got this perfect balance of being able to be a heel wrestler and know how to flip. It's so hard to do. Like, like, that's why, what's the blonde guy's name that's in TNA now or whatever? That fancy surfer looking, he was in wrestling for like 25 years. I can't think of his name right now. But it was hard to get people to boo him, right? It's hard to get people to hate you if you're doing flippy flips. Ricochet is a tough guy to hate,
Yeah.
right? When all he's doing is flippy flips, right? So, I mean, Dom's got this perfect style. But the tag team match itself, I want to mention because it was a very old school tag team match. You don't see matches like this. Tons of quick tags on both sides.
Yeah.
Tons of double teams, tag, double team, tag, double team. They both did it on both sides. Dragon Lee being held to not tag for as long as he had. We haven't seen that in forever. The hot tag might have been a pop of the week because they try and do these hot tags all the time, and it's like silly.
They had a great camera angle for that too. They were right behind, and when the tag came in,
perfect.
Yeah, it was really good.
The hot tag, that was the best hot tag we've seen in 10 years. Like, it was perfect. And we just, it's so hard to do that, and they really executed in that match. Because 6-man tag team matches can be a disaster. But I just love the quick tags and everything. But yeah, the Sammy match is the best match of the week.
Alrighty.
I want to give it to that 6-man tag match, but the Sammy match was nuts. So
yeah, it was so good. It was so good. All right, let me count some scores here.
Fucking tons of segments this week. Seth Wiseman, Seth Cody, back and forth. Roman Reigns with the Usos. They're definitely up in their game. I even have mentioned what you mentioned, like the Asuka slapping out, saying, that was a pretty good little ender there. What do I got? Oh yeah, I do have the Fatu little segment as a little shout out. Nice to see him getting mean. And Sami Zayn is the Bret Hart of being pinned right now.
What do you mean?
If you watch old, he even did it as a singles wrestler, but he was always the guy, and they were the kings of hot tags, the Hart Foundation.
Yeah. Because
it would be Bret getting his ass kicked for like 10, 20 minutes, close counts constantly. You could never pin Bret. Just when you didn't think he was going to kick up, he was the guy that kicked up, and he made you believe that he wasn't going to get kicked. And then the hot tag to Jimmy the Anvil to do was and hit the guy. Like right now, like Sami Zayn is the Bret Hart of not being pinned because it's kicking up just at the
and it's perfect. It's done so well that in the last 3 weeks, there's been a pin on Sammy where I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna pull the trigger. They're gonna take the belt off of Sammy. They're gonna give one of these days. This U.S. Open is gonna cost him the belt. And 3 weeks in a row, I legit thought it was gonna happen. And that is hard to do. That is hard to really make us believe, that this is happening. And Sammy's done it every week since doing the Open.
As much as I hate his little yappy yap, he can tell a story in that ring, and he can make you feel it. And in that sense, he also reminds me kind of like Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels as well. 10 times in a match you think he'd be pinned, and you think it, and it's Shawn Michaels, right? Yeah. They're just, these guys are just so good at that. Makes the matches so much better. It's such a little thing.
They're really building up the resilience of Sami Zayn right now.
Yeah.
Right, and you can really tell like this kid is all heart.
Yeah, he's getting hit with finishers, kicking up. They're gearing him up. We'll see what happens next year, but it'll probably end up being Cody versus Roman and Seth versus Punk, but who knows? We'll see what happens at the Royal Rumble. It'd be nice.
All right.
It's gonna be Braun. It's probably gonna be Braun versus what's his name? Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna just assume that.
I would love that.
Be a good match. I mean, where is you think Sammy? You know what will end up happening is Sammy will like lose the title at WrestleMania. They'll have him hold it that long, but I don't know. Maybe he'll win the Rumble this year. He is he'd be that kind of guy. They gave it to Jay.
I voted for Sammy last Rumble, so I'm going to keep it going, and unless things change majorly in the next couple of months.
So hard to predict.
I feel Sammy's
they changed stuff
pick.
last minute.
I know. Yeah. I'd love to, but we'll see what happens. So let's take a look at the scores. We have I gave Raw a 7, and you gave Raw a 6. I gave SmackDown a 3 because they minused a point, and you gave SmackDown a 5 with a minus point. So you would have evened it out 6 apiece. So what that does in total is gives Raw 13 and SmackDown an 8. Two very different shows. SmackDown was all wrestling, right? And Raw had some great matches, but it was a lot of segments, a lot of talking.
A lot of story building.
Yeah, trying to get people hyped for Perth next week.
They had a lot of matches too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But they have an extra hour.
Yeah. So I think
essentially.
I think so two very different shows. 13-8 probably doesn't tell the full story with how good SmackDown was.
I don't think so. I think it was pretty evenly.
Yeah, I mean, you scored
I know the math of the same.
You scored it even. I'm the one who tipped the scale to Raw on that one.
They're both good shows.
Yeah, both really good shows. Absolutely worth checking out this week.
And like after a few weeks of slogs, it's nice. Last week was good. Then there was a few weeks before that were a bit hard to watch, let's say. But hey, what are you gonna do? Any last words, Barnaby?
No, I kind of just gave them my overall comments on SmackDown and Raw. It was fun. It's gonna be another long weekend of wrestling, Friday and then the weekend for Perth and then Monday for Raw, but I'm here for it. As long as they deliver,
I'm in.
It's funny that nothing drives me nuts as much as just bad wrestling, but nothing gives me that much joy as watching a really solid wrestling show. So I don't know, man. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Let's go, Blue Jays. Let's play ball. Imagine they choke here.
I mean,
is that gonna be a problem?
Have to win 3 in a row, and if it was any other Blue Jays team, I'd be like, it's over. But man, these boys do not have any quit in them right now. This is a team 1 through 9 can do some damage wherever they are. Don't get me started on the Blue Jays. This is a wrestling talk.
I'll tell you that Guerrero was it Guerrero Jr.? What's the guy's name? The big guy,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Him hitting a home run on first bat is setting the tone.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And then the next game hits the very first grand slam in Blue Jays postseason history.
Or that other guy getting a couple home runs and crying in front of everybody. Man, they got the crowd behind them.
And well, they had that. Game 2, they had a 22-year-old kid pitch and struck out 11, including Judge. He was insane. I'm so excited.
Hit a level.
Fun story of fun fact. Vladimir Guerrero and Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the only father-son duo in MLB history to ever hit postseason grand slams.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's a very niche statistic. There's not a lot of father-son duos. There's not a lot of them that make the playoffs and hit grand slams. So I mean, it's not like they're.
It's probably a lot more father-son duos than you think.
I never looked.
I bet you there's a lot.
I
don't know how famous they are. There's so many goddamn baseball players. There's so many teams. But like, wasn't Ken Griffey Jr. and then his dad a duo?
Yep.
Or was he just a junior and his dad wasn't a baseball player?
No, Ken Griffey played. And then you had. I mean, there's been a bunch
for sure more than you might even know.
It's not often that
they're that dominant.
The son and the father are as good as each other. It's usually dad was a better player, or dad wasn't great.
Well, kid is amazing. That's for sure,
right? But the Guerreros, dad and both Vlads. Have a very similar swing. They will swing at anything. If they think they can hit a home run with it, they'll hit it, and they will. They have a very similar swing to each other. So, and I think Junior is definitely going to be the better player going for the career wise. But man, yeah, I'm so hyped. I'm so excited to watch it. Game 3 is tonight versus the Yankees. We're up 2-0. We scored 23 runs in the first 2 games. That's a postseason record for any team in the major leagues.
It's the first time they've reminded me of the '92 Jays. That's for sure, because they put up big numbers too.
Yeah.
You kind of have a full team there, and you got some Rugrats that are even performing, right? So
100%. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's
pennant next.
What's that?
It's pennant next.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 3 rounds.
So we're going for this is the American League Division Series.
Right, because they got the bye on the wild card, I believe.
Yeah. So they're going to play the Yankees. Hopefully they win the East, and then they'll go into the American League Championship Series.
Who's the other 2 teams? What's the other possible team?
It's going to be either Detroit Tigers or the Seattle Mariners. The Blue Jays have a winning record against both those teams for the regular season, so I'm pretty confident in that. The problem is going to be on the other side.
National League boys.
Yeah, the Dodgers are up 2-0 against Philly. Both Philly and LA are problematic for the Jays.
That guy they signed there, that Jays almost got. That guy is, what's his name?
Well, Shohei Ohtani.
Tishu? Yeah, that guy.
Shohei Ohtani, yeah. So that's going to pose a problem. And on the other side is most likely it's going to be the Milwaukee Brewers going to go through. They have the best record in baseball this year.
Beer! I'd like to go to their stadium because they have a brewery in their stadium.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Milwaukee beer.
Milwaukee Brewers.
It's not bad. Like and subscribe. This was Blue Jays Baseball Talk here with KayFabe Wrestling Talk. It's where you come to hear how wrestling and baseball should be talked about. Bye!